Let's see what Dr. Young is up to out here.
Peter, thank you so much for helping us out with our machine learning trials. Similar to what you did in the Emily May Foundation, we're now teaching our drones what to do in the wild. Once you get yourself set up, this recording will continue.
Dang it. I was hoping not to have to do too many of these drone flying things.
Let's get up and running.
But so long as they don't make me have to do speed and traversal challenges with them.
First, you need to teach the drone what it should target to protect our bumblebee population.
Great. Let's train some bee drones.
Oh, and you need to do it before the drone depletes its charge. Sorry, we're working on battery life.
Got it. Let's go. No thanks, bee-eating wasps. Bee wolves, be gone. Gotcha.
I didn't shoot at this initially because it was purple and like not red. I was like,
who knew rats ate bees? Nice. Rats sure will eat anything.
You completed the data set. Now, in the second part of the trial, you'll teach the drone to identify and mark optimal nest sites.
Be real estate. Here we go.
Look for the flags. These are ideal relocation spots.
Here we go.
what?
I'm like a bee real estate agent. A bee.
I was going off the
real
mini
estate
map and that was not the ideal. No way Peter just said that.
You've completed the set. The drone will self-pilot home and upload the data. Thank you, Peter.
We just taught it further help
Should be some good
calibrate what
stuff
it
for
should
the
be
AI.
shooting and where it
Dr.
can
Young
auto
finds it
go
helpful.
to like look for more. Dude, Central Park feels so much more lush on this game. It's like a iron or like an Ant-Man Kane kind of helmet. Purchasing a suit mod group gives you access to both mods in the group. One mod per group can be active, but mods can be swapped at any time. Definitely gotta go with this because I actually mid-air all the time. It's gonna take me a while to remember this game even has parrying in it. We can do finishers on brutes, which is what we were trying to do in that last fight. I was like waiting for the triangle circle to pop up. I knew I had the ability, like I had a takedown focus bar saved up. Because we wanted to get this. Spider shock. So dope. Press L1 circle to shock enemies with electrified web lines, leaving them vulnerable. That's a small quality of life thing, obviously. Not a big deal. Chelsea have a penalty here. Handball on Saliba, it looked like. Maybe Gabrielle, but I think it was Saliba. Cucurella with an interesting starting spot for that penalty. It's converted. Is that Cole Palmer? Yep, Cole Palmer, the Man City. Was it a transfer or a loan? I can't remember. See, like, it would be nice if I could... Okay, I want Chain Lightning, but I also want Venom Punch. Could I not put Venom Punch at one of these other slots? That seems, like they didn't really fully commit to fleshing out that whole system. Not showing the upgrades on the other pages and like a nice little compendium. Oh, this is cool.
Not bad.
Sometimes, I worry with all the terrible things that happen in our city. People be afraid to leave their homes, live their lives. But not today.
I love this. This is cool. Alright, I don't want to get my audio muted, but... This is dope. Not only the people, not only the breakdancing, the music, the people surrounding. I wonder if they'll always be doing that. If you come back 10 gameplay hours later, is that still there? Again, I don't want to do too many of these. I like the sand being like a factor. Alright, let's go talk to Felicia, I guess. We've done a few side missions now, collectibles, that kind of stuff. Upgraded since last time. Done a main mission. I feel like I'm playing SSS Tricky and I love it. That's actually a great way to get XP when you think about it. Some missions give you 300.
Perfect chance to use the AR tech Genki upgraded.
And the Prowler. This feels like more of the Prowler tech than anything Genki did.
Scratch marks. Huh.
What am I, Batman? What is this?
Found some scratch marks with traces of metal. I'll run it to see if it matches her claws. Just have to isolate the molecular components of the metal filings I found.
What is this, like a matchum? Never mind, it's more like a scratchum.
What else?
Deleting neutral atoms can be the safest way to delete nearby corrupted atoms.
Cobalt. This is looking good. Who says science isn't fun?
You gotta rotate this? Yep. Oh, I like this. Super molecular town. Oh. Okay, so you don't want to snap it directly. So if I did this, that's fine. Yeah. Equally, I wouldn't want to do this one. I would want to do like that one.
Tungsten. A match. Did it. It's her. Scuff marks from her shoes. She must have been hustling. She was grabbing something from that box on the wall. Looks like an emergency stash box, but it's empty. Hunters. That should be enough to reconstruct the scene. They attacked, but she's on the run.
They're already
This
onto
is
her.
straight
This is exactly why the city needs to be warned
Batman.
about the hunters. She could have... Keep me posted.
World's greatest detective.
Whoa!
Whoa, indeed.
Oh, that's gotta be her.
Well,
That's
this
a
went from a
weird
friendly warning to a rescue
connection
mission
jump,
pretty
but-
quick.
I just hope I'm not too late.
Felicia's resourceful, but everything we've seen from these hunters has me kind of worried.
You're worried about your boyfriend's ex. That's compassion.
Miles would say that to make it a little awkward. Like, yeah, way to state. It doesn't need to be stated, Miles. Making it awkward.
Looks like I just missed them.
Any signs of where they went?
Let me scan the area and see. Line was damaged by the explosion.
I can fix that with the tether thing I
What
do.
powers? Another stash box. This one's still locked. She risked her whole life to get to it. Gotta open it, but the power's disconnected.
I don't even know if they told me about that thing yet in this game. The thing you would do in Miles where you would like tether web from an electric node to a different one. Or to like a generator kind of thing.
What did I miss? It must be behind there. Bet the generator could power that stash box.
This might be where they tell me. What?
If I tether my web to the generator, I can get into the box. This looks right. Nearly there. That did it. I'm in. Paris. MJ, how's your French?
Non-existent, but send me what you got.
Okay. There's some instruction manual for a Wanda Watoon.
Dope.
Tomb?
She stole a book
I'll
from
do a search. Give me a sec.
the Sanctum Sanctorum, dude. That's cool.
Hunters. Wherever they're headed, I should follow.
Wanda Watoon is a
According
Doctor
to
Strange
a
thing.
translation of the Mystic Arcana, that wand is old. We're talking BC old. Supposedly,
so sick.
whoever wields it can create portals to pretty much wherever they can think of.
Oh,
magic?
that Black Hat
She
has
gets her
been
hands on
stealing
something like that.
or trying to steal.
can think of some
Wow,
uses
so
for it.
sick.
Miles, let's just stick to the plan.
I love that.
We're in position.
Oh, just the
She's ours.
oh, and they're right above the Sanctum. Ah, this is sick.
She's definitely inside. Gotta clear these hunters out.
Like just having the location as
Whatever
an
that wand does.
Marvel nerd Easter
It does
egg
it
in the
right.
first game was already fire. Having just the name drop the Wand of Watoon, fire. Have it being connected to like Black Cat in that such a practical way. Really sick.
She trying to distract us?
For Black Cat to have presumably stolen from the Sanctum, super sick. And then finally,
Either Black Cat's doing magic.
wait,
now,
I definitely wanted to
or
hit the
missing
other
out on a
person.
hell of a rave.
The spider's here.
Ow.
Fire it now.
Oh, but then for it to actually bring us to the Sanctum and then to see like magical flashes. Fucking love it.
Ooh, got him.
The French from that postcard translates to, "My reason for living. Time is short."
Well, the Saint. Surprised the Sanctum even let me
Alicia? You never know.
attach something to it.
The hunt is on.
I feel like there'd be like a magical barrier, like a Wakanda or something.
Go to sleep.
Nothing. Am I going mad?
Damn, I can't believe I can perch take down that dude from all the way here. I've been talking about the range, but that one would be the most extreme example yet. I still don't understand why there's a yellow arrow on the mini map like that. Obviously the whole like Disney, Marvel, their relationship with Sony, what they have access to with them finally, you know, basically like when they were working on the first Spider-Man game, the relationships between Sony and what Sony owns and what Fox owns and what Disney owns was a little bit more convoluted than it would have been, in some degrees a lot more convoluted than it would have been when they were working on this, right? Like different partnerships have grown, they've sown good, like, you know what I mean? Like basically I'm almost certain Disney / Marvel would have been much more keen on letting this game and Insomniac use more of the Marvel stuff that Disney owns and not just the Sony stuff that they've owned with just splashes of the Marvel stuff like this and Avengers Tower. You know what I mean? Like obviously that was in the first game, but like actually getting to interact with Doctor Strange. Whoa, what is happening? Sick. She has been using it.
Little spider wants to play, huh?
Still not perfect with it though.
She stole the wand, and magic is very
It's very real.
What happened?
Hey, Cat.
This is
can we
trippy.
talk?
She's kind of traveling
Will you
how the
slow down?
Tinkerer did,
Off
but
before I portal you into the Pacific Ocean.
How'd you get on our column?
You're still using the
Oh,
old channel. Don't you
no,
have
that
better
reminds me
things
of
to do, kid?
Ratchet and Clank
Alicia,
ripped
you
apart.
have to stop. This is reckless, even for you. Who's this? That you, Red? How are things with the old spider these days?
oh, that's so
Will you
sick.
knock it off? I'm trying to help you.
I don't need your or any other spider's help.
You know what you can do with that wand?
She's just gonna use it to steal more art. Rude. I can hear you, clowns.
Whoa! The hell? Alicia, that could have hurt people.
Dude, so dope.
Watch out! The hunters are back!
Aw, they must really like me.
We can end this tonight. We can stop the guy trying to kill you.
Steal your own mystical artifact.
Dude, so cool.
Didn't even bring my scarf.
Didn't bring my scarf. This is awesome.
That wand can take us right to
Now
Kraven.
this works because the Wand of Platoon surely wouldn't be something
This
that
is
like
never about Kraven.
Marvel has any IP protection over a phrase like that. Because that it probably would have been something long before the Doctor Strange comic was ever conceived.
Why won't you help me stop this guy?
You're Spider-Man.
I don't like the mouth of
You've
that
saved the
suit.
city before. You'll do it again.
Spider-Man was right about you. You only care about yourself.
He
Look,
said
kid.
that?
Not that it's your business.
She's a little hurt from that, I bet.
My girlfriend's in Paris. And I got her into trouble with some bad people.
She's so manipulative. It's working on Miles too.
Have you ever done something for love?
Don't talk to her. Don't listen to
She
her.
needs me now. If only I could figure out how to go more than 10 feet with this thing.
MJ said not to trust you.
Red's a smart one. But you gotta make your own choices, kid.
Oh, getting a fight alongside her, this would be sick.
She's mine.
Unless she's just running.
Behind you.
I never
Oh
saw
no,
you coming.
sick.
You should go. Portal out of here.
In
The
the zoo?
instruction manual for this artifact was not clear.
You seem to be getting better at it.
Not better enough.
We're gonna figure it out. Together.
Damn. Plucky attitude, kid.
Spider-Man, not kid, thank you.
All right, Spider-Man. Let's see what you've got. Prime.
More of them on the roof.
Hey, use this portal.
Yo, I like.
What it's worth. Appreciate
That
you
is
helping
so
me out.
Ratchet and
I
Clank.
needed
You
the
know, not just
distraction.
of going through a portal, instant teleporting, but the way it practically works in terms of a gameplay sense. And the benefits of an SSD drive and how much faster load times allow for you to employ cool things like that in your games. Because it's able to load what happens on the other side of the portal that much faster. I still can't figure out how to do the second Venom Dash instantly. I'm hitting L1 triangle ASAP. Sick! Love that.
There's a turret now. Another portal for you.
I'll take all the help I can get here.
Oh, cool.
Any magic trick for bullets?
You got webs. Hit the turret and take it out.
I gotta change suits. I don't like the mouth of this one.
Hey, Spider-Man. Think they're here for the sea lion exhibit?
Oh, I want to see that. Did you know sea lions can swim up to 25 miles per hour?
Focus, hunters, lots of them.
I love it.
Kraven must really want you.
I'm not available. Stop the spider from helping her.
Whoa!
Definitely trying to wear
Do
us
like
down.
a helicopter at me or
They'll
something.
have to kill me.
Let's not have it come to that, okay?
This one's mine.
That had to hurt. How are you with dogs?
Or a cat person. And these aren't dogs.
They bite like dogs.
Dude, my combo is freaking fence fucked me up.
They're throwing everything at us.
Might be on my last life here.
No, we're getting you to Paris. Your girlfriend needs you.
You
There's
really
no
are
girlfriend, I
Spider-Man.
bet. still 1-0, 1-0 to Chelsea.
Here. Focus. Think Eiffel Tower.
She's just gonna steal from the Louvre. At least I got the wand back.
Au revoir, Felicia.
Thank you.
Damn, was she actually telling the truth? Shout out her. Shout out Miles for trusting her. That was a win-win. It gets Black Cat out of the area, so she doesn't have to worry about Kraven. He gets the Wanda Watoon back. Do I get to deliver it? Oh. Oh. Oh, magic. Wong. Sorry, just got back from Nepal. The doctor and I owe you one. Wong. That's great. Oh, Wongers. Oh, Wongers. I love that.
Hey, what's up with Felicia?
She's safe, for now. You finished your story?
Just send it to Jonah. Wish me luck.
You got this.
Dude, head to Coney Island.
Why, what's up?
You know how Mysterio just got out of prison? Well, he's opening a new attraction there.
The
Mysterio.
Hunter's next target. Good call.
And guess
That's
who
what I
else
said.
is at Coney tonight? Hint, you've crushed on her for like over a year.
Come on, bro.
Don't bro me, bro. You and Haley are made for each other. If you don't ask her out, you're violating laws of nature.
We'll see. After we check on Mysterio.
Dude, if you go back, beginning of this game, I was just kind of like recapping, you know, building up before starting this game. I was talking about, I was like, dude, one cool thing about the first game is, now I know that Spider-Man has an extensive rogues gallery, so there's so many to choose from. But what I was saying is, I love how in the first Spider-Man game that you manage, there's like at least 10 of his villains are featured in the game in some capacity. Whether it's, you know, obviously the Sinister Six in that game with Mr. Negative, Doc Ock, Electro, Vulture, Scorpion. You also deal with Rhino a little bit. You Kingpin, right? Black Cat, Tombstone, Hammerhead, Silver Sable. So anyways, I was shouting, I was like, dude, the first game was so cool because you got at least a little bit of so many of Spider-Man's villains. Enough to fill the whole game. I mean, from front to the back, like whether it was the prologue where you're dealing with Wilson Fisk or the Shocker sequence.
These Spider-Men have grown more powerful than we feared. Magic portals, subway cars disappearing off the tracks, fire engines flying through the night sky, and the newer Spider-Man at the center. Webbing and property damage weren't enough. Now we add mystical arts into the mix. Does their desire for destruction know no bounds? I almost feel sorry for this lost soul, groomed for a life of criminality and degradation. Speaking of it, it seems Spider-Man was cohorting with notorious thief, the Black Cat. Their costumes must be cut from the same corrupt cloth. If their entanglement doesn't paint a clear enough picture of Spider-Man's intent, then here's a little story for you. The Spider-Men show up, and the group we now know as the Hunters follow. Clearer now? These Spider-Men are magnets for malefactors. Now, the Black Cat seems to have vanished. Good riddance! If magic is indeed real, then we must hope upon hope that someone out there is using it for good and will erase the stain in our city known as the Spider-Men. May we go one day without another spider incident.
Damn, tell us how you really feel, Jay. Okay, to wrap up my point though, so like the first game was so cool that they managed to keep the game loaded with notorious Spider-Man villains from start to finish. And yet, they were able to do that, and they didn't use Venom, And this is what I said, going back to the beginning of the game. Obviously, I knew Kraven and I knew Venom were going to be in this game. They're featured heavily in the marketing, the trailers, gameplay reveals. I knew that. We knew that. But I was like, so they managed to do all those villains in Spider-Man 1. They didn't use Venom. They didn't use Kraven. And then I went on to say, I was like, they didn't use Sandman. They didn't use Mysterio. I mentioned 2 other ones that I'm blanking on now. But it's really badass that within 5-6 hours of gameplay, we've already gotten 2. I'm not going to count Kraven, because again, we all knew he was going to be involved in the game, right? But we've already gotten 2 people that I referenced, Mysterio and Sandman. Sandman, the opening prologue, a huge epic set piece against them. And then now we're already getting Mysterio references. I love that. Who was the other ones I mentioned? So I was like, we hadn't gotten Venom, we hadn't gotten Kraven, Sandman, Mysterio. I did not mention this person, but the game, when we get introduced to Kraven and he's looking at Manhattan, getting tempted by the hunt, and it shows like Black Cat's location up here, and they show a bunch of people's locations. They show Wraith. So that was somebody I was not thinking of, but that's been referenced. Oh, and then while we got both Norman and Harry Osborn in the first Spider-Man game mentioned plenty. I mean, Norman Osborn, you have the signs everywhere about him running for mayor. His role in Dr. Otto Octavius's kind of like desperation and then subsequent fall to the dark side.
Can't let this get into the wrong
So
hands
Harry
again.
and Norman were a huge part, but not as Green Goblin nor Hobgoblin. So those are 2. That's like they have so much still room to play with us, which is awesome. Yeah, we're just now hearing about Mysterio. Green Goblin, Hobgoblin still to come.
Mask is
More
showing
of
a power stash
Kraven.
close by.
More of Venom. Well, we haven't gotten any of Venom really, except the little teases of him, the symbiote in that Bacta tank. Arsenal with a free kick. Odegaard played on the deck. Cheeky.
There it is. Should be able to move that, no problem. Webs will keep the wheel in place.
Hey, Miles. Got an alert from the stash at my old place.
You lived in that penthouse?
Back in the early Prowler days, when I was on Fisk's payroll.
Fisk?
Yeah, I know. Still remember when I got the keys. I wanted to impress my big bro so badly. But he was ashamed because he knew how I got it.
Whatever Dad felt, I know he always loved you.
Appreciate that, nephew. Maybe one day I'll believe it.
I mean, this is the
Still
building
a
we
lot I
got
don't
it
know
on.
about Uncle Aaron
This
and
is a
Dad.
really nice penthouse. Now, that
I
building
wonder
could
what
be.
other stories they had.
It also looks like office space. Brooklyn Visions, baby. This is a decent travel from Harlem down to this for miles every day for school.
Something tells me that's not a legit business transaction.
This is my best stuff.
If it doesn't say... Deal's off!
Oh, that's cool. Did the chain lightning in the finisher.
Rooting on that hunt. The spider is ours.
Come on. More?
Wait, it went from a bunch of just like criminal ruffians in an alley doing illegal drug deals to like the hunters just dropping in on me. Trying to see what I'm up to. Oh, I managed to do it twice there. They wanted a 20-hit combo. I'm doing that and then some.
Any other cloaked bad guys want to hang out? I've got plenty of time.
Zing. Yeah, I like how your suit gets like wear and tear based on your health, the direction of a building to quickly sling around the corner. That was a skill that you would eventually unlock. I believe it might have come unlocked in Spider-Man 1. I know it came unlocked in Miles. We do want the tether though. Hold circle and then boom to corner tether. Increases max shot count by 4. Oh yeah? How many do I have now? 6, 8. Wow, go up to 12. Alright, up to 19%. Look at us go. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. It's been 2 hours. I know it's Saturday, but I didn't really have my whole setup like I like it right now in terms of I have the Chelsea Arsenal game up and I have one college football game up, but I need another. So anyways, oh dude, so apparently it looks like Raheem Sterling really wanted the penalty. But Enzo, amongst others, I guess, told Raheem to let Cole Palmer take it, and then eventually Raheem did like relinquish it, but that had to probably upset him a bit, especially since he's been at the club longer. But